Hi, this is Kelly Neitlinger, and this is where well, actually, I lived here for a while, but this is where my grandfather originally had his property. There's several different parcels. He had several hundred acres, and now it's divided up and it's in my relatives' names. I actually, at one time, lived right back here. See if my finger can. I used to live in that fourplex. My grandpa built that with the intent that someday, if him and my grandmother got sick, they could have a nurse or a family member move in. And so it was a fourplex, and it was kind of way before his time. They started it, I think, in the 60s and finished it in the 70s, and I rented there. My dad's rented there. My aunts and uncles have lived there at one time, so it was a nice place for a starter apartment. And then my grandfather and my grandmother lived in the basement apartment, which was the full floor down there. And what I've done here is picked what we call wild garlic. It was, cultivated at one time, but it's just ran wild, and it's all over back here behind me. And now some of my relatives live over in this area, and so there's still a lot of garlic over here. And it's kind of cool because it's, remnant of garlic that my grandfather planted. And he used to have a gigantic garden. It was all along through here. It was one of the biggest gardens I've ever seen, the most lush garden ever. And when I was a little kid, he used to give me a banana every day that I would walk over through the woods. It's about a mile walk through the woods, and I would come over every day that I was able to visit him. And he would always give me a banana. And he told me if I eat a banana and I eat healthy the rest of my life, that I'll be smart and then I'll live a long, healthy life. And unfortunately, he died of brain cancer. He worked for Dow Chemical. I believe he was an electrician, if I remember correctly. And so who knows what kind of chemicals he was exposed to. But he died when I was, I think, around 9 or 10 years old. But he was still a big influence in my life. So this is still family property. Lots of relatives and live on the different parcels of the property now. But I'm digging up wild garlic to take back with me to Alaska, and also to replant in Michigan, and then to eat in my wild foods.